Hello everybody, welcome back to Expedition Homestead. On today's episode, we are going to be taking a look at an update on all of our tomato seedlings. If you guys recall, about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, we put all of these tomato seedlings into these new red solo cups here, so we transplanted them. And then there was one really important tip that we also made sure that we utilized so we got the most growth as possible while they're downstairs in the basement. And I tell you guys what, the results speak for themselves. These tomato seedlings have just exploded with growth. Some of them back here are even about 9 inches tall. Compared to when we put them in here, they were only about 2.5 inches, 3 inches at the very most. And we're also getting some very thick stems, about the diameter, I would say the diameter of a pencil on a lot of these. The specific variety that is doing the best Yep, I thought it would be. It's the Rutgers tomatoes. These are the largest ones we have so far. The single biggest reason as to why we're getting this incredible growth from these tomato seedlings is mycorrhizal fungi. If you've never used mycorrhizal fungi in the past, I really highly recommend that you guys try it out this year because it has some incredible properties to it. It's essentially going to be feeding your plants the nutrients that it needs. That is extremely crucial, especially during these fragile time periods in the early stages of your tomato seedlings or any other seedling's life for that matter. You want to get that mycorrhizal fungi in there as early as possible. That stuff is going to build such a great foundation for your plants to grow off of. So when I use mycorrhizal fungi, it's going to be when we transplant into these larger red solo cups, like I told you guys already. And then when I transplant them out in the garden, I will also take mycorrhizal fungi and sprinkle it all over the root structure to make sure that that starts to form and grow in the soil that it's going to be planted in for the rest of the year. Also, as a side note, I do really love using these red solo cups to grow these tomato seedlings up until the point where they're going to be placed outside. And just a quick little tip for these, if you guys do grow them in red solo cups instead of the cell, like 72 cell seed starting kits, which I really do recommend because those are not going to be nearly big enough to grow your seedlings to their full potential before they're put outside. But a little tip is to place them in the bottom trays that do come with your seed starting kits. And of course, we're going to have a bunch of holes in these red solo cups. And all I have to do then is take my watering container and I will put about 1/2 inch of water into the bottom of this. And what that's going to do is wick up into the soil. It's going to soak up that water, and then these seedlings will be good to go for about 5 to 7 days, give or take. But once you see your soil start to lighten up a little bit, like that one here, see that one's a lot lighter than this one. Once you see it to start lighten up like that, where it's becoming a medium to light brown color, that's when you're going to want to water again. I cannot stress enough the importance that this stuff plays in your garden beds and your plants' health and growth over the entire year. This is going to promote effective nutrient exchanges in the soil, and it's going to also help moisture in the soil. If you have a soil that's rich in mycorrhizal fungi and fungi colonies, that's going to be so much better at maintaining the correct humidity and moisture levels in the soil compared to a soil that's quite frankly dead without mycorrhizal fungi. This is what we're creating with this stuff, is living soil. And I just have to say, I hope everybody at home tries to grow your plants with mycorrhizal fungi this year. The results speak for themselves. Happy gardening, and we'll see you in the next episode.